Hello everyone and welcome to Judy's Crafts and Stuff. I'm Judy and today is January the 16th, 2023. It's Martin Luther King Day and I wish to say in memory of Martin Luther King, he was a great civil rights leader who was unfortunately assassinated in 1968. But he was a visionary and a great leader, and I'm glad that we have this day to celebrate his life. So anyway, today I'm talking about yarn. I've decided to split up my yarn and fabric videos so that I talk about one of those in each video, because there are people that don't, I realize, like fabric, and other people that aren't interested in yarn. So today's video, or right now's video, I'm doing both today, is about yarn. And I have some finished objects and some purchases and some comments. So anyway, let's get started. First of all, I wanted to show you another pair of tube socks that I knitted for myself. These are made using Mary Maxim's worsted yarn. It is 90% acrylic and 10% polyamide. This is a number 4 yarn. And let's see, the laundry instructions, it's another one of those that says it's okay to machine wash it, but you can't tumble dry it. So I've decided that for yarns like that, I will make small projects, because for me to lay something flat out that's really huge, I don't have that much space. So anyway, so I knitted these socks basically in a tube. I used to start with a circular needle size 4.5 millimeters, which is a 7, because I did have a 6, but the 6 broke. And it's 16 inches long, and I cast it on 40 stitches. It's a multiple of 4. The first inch is knit 2, purl 2 for ribbing. And then after I got about an inch, that's all I wanted for the ribbing, I knitted in the round for 12 inches. And then I began the bind off using my double pointed needles, simply because I don't know how to do the tube. I don't like the magic loop, and I don't do the tube thing. So I have 4 of these in a size 6, and cast it off, and there you go. Now I realize that 40 stitches is kind of big, and I do have a big foot. And as a matter of fact, I recall using 40 stitches with a number 4 key plate on a flat knitting machine to make baby hats. This sock could be big enough for a baby hat with 40 stitches if you stretch it. But anyway, these are comfortable and warm, even though they're acrylic. They're not wool. And I just make them for myself because they keep my feet warm. A regular cotton sock isn't good enough. Next, I wanted to show you some things I purchased. When there was the big anniversary cake yarn sale through Michaels, I think it was Michaels, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Michaels, when they were half off at $20 instead of $40 for 35 ounces and 1,061 yards of a chunky number 6 yarn, I just thought I had to get a couple of those. And while I was doing the ordering, they were going out of stock even as I was ordering them online, because I didn't go to the store. So I have a lot of stuff sitting here. Ugh. So anyway, I was intrigued by the video online by Lisa of Happy to Hook Creations. And she was using her anniversary cakes to make blankets. I believe she was using what she said was a P 12 millimeter hook. I didn't have a 12 millimeter hook, but I did buy one from Amazon. It's kind of plastic. And the stitch that I think she said she started with was half double single, as opposed to single stitch, half double crochet, single stitch, double crochet. She decided to do half double single, half double single. So anyway, I did that with my other cake of anniversary yarn, which I'll show you in a minute, but for this one I'm using a shell stitch. And I'll show you the finished one when I get it done. It'll probably be quite a while. It's my anniversary cake. The one that I got, they're all 1,061 yards and number 6 yarn, but the one I got is called Teal Zeal. And as of today, which is January 16th, 2023, I looked on Michael's website and they don't seem to have the anniversary cakes right now. I looked up anniversary yarn and nothing came up. Nothing that looked like yarn. So, anyway, and before I received the 12mm hook that I purchased from Amazon, I started using my P hook here is a 10mm. And I think it works great. And I was experimenting with several different, this is my other cake of anniversary and it's kind of come apart, and I don't recall the color. But I started working with single, double, and then I did 3 doubles and a single and all kinds of different things. I just playing around with it. So I'm working on this blanket here. And I started out with 80 chains and then got down to 78. Because that worked better for my math. So, but anyway, while I was ordering that anniversary yarn and it was going out of stock, I suddenly got the need to have more chunky yarns. So I started looking. And on Love Crafts, they had this yarn called Z Spaghetti Hooked. And it said it was chunky, and it said it was 30 ounces. And I thought, well, that must be as big as the anniversary cake, huh? No. Here's how it is. And actually, it's not 30 ounces, at least not the ones I got. I measured them on both my postal scale and my kitchen scale, and it's about 24.9 ounces. And I've written to the company to let them know that there's something wrong with their description. But it is nice. It's t-shirt yarn. Made with t-shirts. I think it'll make a nice basket or something. But it's definitely smaller than the anniversary cakes. I guess the anniversary cakes might have more air or something. Makes them look bigger. And also on Love Crafts, well, by the way, that Z Spaghetti Hooked, Z Spaghetti Hooked was regularly $10.99, on sale for $6.59. So that kind of gave me a little bit of a clue that it couldn't be possibly as big as an anniversary cake, because the anniversary cake's regular price, I think, is $34.99 or $39.99. They were on sale for $20 last month. So anyway, while I was there, I got some Paintbox Chunky, and I bought 10 skeins. By the way, they have a single skein price and a 10 skein price, but on that day, there was a 40% off coupon for multiple skeins, and the charge was less for buying 10 balls of single yarn with the 40% off than buying a Paintbox 10 skein pack, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I bought 10 skeins of marine blue and 10 skeins of raspberry pink. And I also purchased some Bandas Choice yarn in gray, pale gray. This is Bandas Choice. I like Bandas Choice yarn. It's a number 4, and it has 170 yards per skein. I believe some of the proceeds from her yarn sales go to charity, but I don't know if that works out if you buy it from another company, like Love Crafts. And the other one that I chose was Yarn and Colors in yellow, because I like making Pokemon figures, Pokemon amigurumi, and I believe that I might someday make another Pikachu, and this would be his colors. And they had free shipping over $65, so that was another reason why I added the extra yarns. I also went to Hobby Lobby last week. I was going in search of, I love this yarn. Unfortunately, on that day, they were doing inventory. and they were in the yarn aisle doing inventory, so I was having to like maneuver around these people doing inventory, and I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted to get up close and look at this stuff. But anyway, it was a 30% off week, of course, and this week, January 16th on, is not a 30% off week. I believe the next 30% off week will be next week if they keep the same pattern that they've been running all this time. So anyway, let's see if I can get these here and pour them out. This one here is Adorable Baby B, regular price $4.99. It is very soft. It is, you know, would it help if I put on my glasses? Yes. The name and color is Mint Charm, color 305. It says use 8mm knitting needles and 9mm crochet hook. 92 yards of ball. What is the size? 3.5 ounces, 100% polyester. Well, I don't see the size written on here, but it looks like a 6 or 5. It's very soft. I purchased 4 of those. And I was looking for a color for making Gardevoir, a Pokemon. And this one is Soft Secret in Sea Foam. It reminds me of Simply Soft. It is 100% acrylic for 4.5mm knitting needles and 5.0 crochet hook. $5.49 is the regular price. It's 6 ounces and 300 yards. And for some reason I can't see the suggested or whatever yarn size on these, but I think it's probably considered a 3 or a 4. In my mind it's a 3, but I think they probably consider it a 4. Yarn Bee Soft Secret. I purchased 3 of those. Next I have Ice Cream, and it is a number 3, 394 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 100% acrylic, machine wash and dry. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And the color is Raspberry Ripple. I purchased 3 of these, and I believe that would make a really pretty shawl or something like that. Next, I did find some I Love This yarn. I love variegated yarns. This one is Candy Stick Stash, and it's color number 754, made in Turkey. Regular price $4.99. 100% acrylic. Anyway, I bought several of those. I also purchased Same I Love This yarn, and this color is Sunset number 416. Colors aren't the same in the camera as they are here, but similar. And let's see if I have anything else here. Let's see, is this, no, that's the Candy Stick Stash. That does it. So, anyway, I have one more thing to show regarding yarns. Well, 2 actually. I have some cotton that I tried to dye with KoolAid. It would start out to be white, and I used Grape KoolAid, and that was an old pack of KoolAid from at least 20 years ago when my husband was alive, and he loved KoolAid, and he drank it. But nobody in this house wants KoolAid anymore. So anyway, I tried to dye this yarn with the KoolAid, and I used vinegar and hot water to try to set the color, but they still bleed, so I just make dishcloths out of it. And then they fade over time, but they're good dishcloths. And then I have a project that I'm making It was inspired by Llama Mama Kayla's Advent Ruana that she's crocheting. And I had these bonbons that I had purchased. And I showed this in a previous video, but it's still ongoing. I'm using this L hook. I had to write the L on there because I couldn't see the actual it's imprinted. It's L 8.0 millimeter. I think this is a clover hook. And I have these little bonbons that I purchased from Amazon some time ago. This one's not a bonbon, or maybe it is. Yeah, it is. The label just came off. These little bonbons that I purchased. And they are by Mira, M-I-R-A, Handcrafts. Each one has 22 yards. It was a whole big pack of it. And the other stable color that I'm using along with it, I'm using two yarn strands at a time. One of this and a bonbon. This is Bernat Softy Baby in the color Princess Pebbles. And that is a number 3 yarn. So that's how I'm doing it. And I'm inspired by Llama Mama Kayla. And not the same, but similar. So I'm coming out with these like tweeds. And I'm doing double crochets, V-stitches, granny clusters, just like Llama Mama Kayla is. I think it'll be an interesting shawl or something someday. So that's all I have to share with the yarn today. I thank you so much for watching, taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch my videos. It makes me very happy, and I just really love you all for it. And you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I'll be back again today or tomorrow with some stuff about fabric, if you like fabric. Have a great day.